Welcome back to Lessons in Leadership. Steve Adubato with my colleague, Mary Gamba. Mary, we've been doing these mini seminars for a couple of years now. People should go on our website. Sylvester will put it up, stand-deliver.com. Look under all these seminars we've done that are really, it's free. We're not even charging you for them. Go on the website and look at them. Right now, I want to do a mini one on something I told you many of the clients I coach ask about their careers, meaning where in my job description does it say I'm a career coach? But you wind up doing career coaching as a leadership coach. You and I have been doing some research on this. Let's give people 3 or 4.
I think we could do 4. Absolutely. Let's go for it.
On the Chiron, I'll say something like, advancing your career. It's a terrible headline. We'll figure it out later. What do you got first, Mary?
Let's go with identify your career goals. If you don't identify those career goals, there is no way that you could know. It's like a roadmap. And literally, Tony and Jay were just talking about it. It's succession planning. It's what's my next step going to be? Anything in life, you need to plan. But in order to plan, you have to have goals so you know what is a success.
To Mary's point, before we put up the next bullet, don't go 6 goals ahead. Meaning, you ever see in sports, people are like, I'm looking forward to the playoffs. Well, you have a game next Sunday, and if you don't focus on that game, you may miss those playoffs because you weren't present. It's great to have goals, but don't have too many goals ahead. Just the one ahead of you. Next, Mary.
Create and share content. And Steve, you are the master of that. You taught me that 20 years ago. You said, if you want to have value for your organization and for those around you, you must create content, whether that's a column, a blog, a video podcast, something that will be of value for others. So you're just not going to someone to say, hey, I need something from you. As you said, we have free content on our website. Nothing is free these days, but these mini seminars are. So go and check that out.
And that's exactly what Lessons in Leadership is all about. That's what the book, I don't have Lessons in Leadership 2.0. Mary, do you have that prop next to you?
I do. Let me just reach over and grab it. It's right here.
Yeah. Well, that's it. And my airbrush picture right on the front. So here's the key. Content is still king or queen. Point. Just don't have stuff in your head. Put a blog together. Put something on Facebook where you're giving out advice or sharing your thoughts. Tangible content matters, and you don't have to be a social media influencer to focus on content. Third career advancement tip, Mary, is?
This one is so important. Work with a career coach, and it doesn't have to be somebody that you're paying gobs and gobs of money to. Work with somebody on your team that has a little bit of experience. Do some reading. Be your own career coach. Online, you could join anything from Toastmasters. You can go in person to Toastmasters. A career coach is just someone that's not going to be afraid to tell you what you may not want to hear, but what you need to hear.
You just triggered something for me. The Chiron should read, be the leader of your career. Is that too long?
No, I think that sounds great.
But that's what it, be the leader of your career. When I'm coaching people, I do all this coaching and leadership and communication at different firms, and it's an honor to do that. Mary does it as well with other folks in organizations. But I got to say something. Too often, the people I'm coaching are waiting for someone to tell them, here's this opportunity for you. And it happens sometimes. But be the quarterback / be the leader of your own career, meaning identify what it is you want, identify the plan to go after it. You are responsible. You don't make the decision, but you're responsible for putting yourself in a position in an organization to be seen as someone who should, quote, move up the ladder because you're too valuable. Mary, I don't know what your last tip is, but I know what mine is.
You go for it, Steve.
Proactively seek candid feedback. Go, Mary.
It hurts though, Steve. Why would I ask for feedback if it's going to hurt my feelings?
Here's why. Annual performance reviews, from my experience, are too often BS. Meaning, there's a 3-point or a 5-point scale, but you can't give anyone too high and you can't give anyone too low. Let's put it in the middle. What does it mean? I don't know. It's just we don't want to have a problem with HR, so we put it in the middle. That's not feedback. Feedback is tangible, specific, sometimes hard to hear critique about where you need to improve. If you are not seeking that out because you don't want to have your feelings hurt, you will never advance in your organization. Proactively seek feedback. That's 4. There'll be many more. Go on our website, stand-deliver.com. To Mary Gamba, myself, is it Elvin saying say goodbye?
Not also, the end of a show. It's we'll be right back with our next segment.
And also, Elvin's career is advanced because he gives very clear direction. We'll be back after this. This edition of Lessons in Leadership is made possible by the Buccino Leadership Institute at Seton Hall University, Prager Metis, Valley Bank, the International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 825, the North Ward Center, the New Jersey Sharing Network, Delta Dental of New Jersey, the Helix, Fedway Associates, Inc., the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, Choose New Jersey, and Seton Hall University, showing the world what great minds can do since 1856.
This is Mary Gamba. If you want more leadership tips and tools, log on to stand-deliver.com. That's stand-deliver.com.
Promotional support for this edition of Lessons in Leadership with me, Steve Adubato, and my colleague Mary Gamba has been provided by NJ.com, NJBIA and New Jersey Business Magazine, CIANJ and Commerce Magazine, and the Meadowlands Chamber and Meadowlands Media.